everyone, this is Solstice, and welcome back to some more Building with Solstice. As you can see, we are with the Temple of Ianite work in progress project still, and I am still putting a few things together, but we have made some progress off camera. For starters, we have this going on both sides, as you can see over there. And I've also touched this up a bit more while you guys were, while I wasn't recording. While you guys weren't really there to watch me. Watch my every move like a hawk. I need my freedom too. But no, I was mostly skipping a bunch of boring stuff. Because I'd rather not make the videos much longer than they need to be. And it also allows me to get more of the crazier work done, which is a little more rigorous and a little more time consuming. Like, exactly how much more time consuming? It could take me a while to fill stuff like this in, so it can get kind of time consuming. But yeah, that's some real progress going so far for this episode, or at least for the start of it. Now I've been considering some ideas for right here. If I want to a scale, that's the word I'm looking for. A scale, just one scale right here, like a pixel art scale. And maybe like the word Ianite going across the front lower bit. Like, I think that might be really cool. I haven't fully decided how though yet, but those are my ideas so far. It'll make sure this bit isn't just sort of here on its own, doing nothing relevant to the build itself. Like, let me think. What is an ideal material to use for a scale of this sort? Let me just look through my color palette. I kind of want to say this, but I kind of want to say something else also. Before I do that, let me get a good look at this. What is possibly missing here? Any colors particularly missing? Or lacking? In fact, I think I already figured it out. We are going to use some diorite, aka my most favorite material. Or at least my most favorite form of the stone materials. Okay. Yeah, I guess like that. That's fine. I can use standard raw diorite underneath. Maybe a bit of this right here. And then back to the raw stuff here. And we're going up. Exactly how high though? You don't want it to be too ridiculously high. More so just high enough. Yeah, past halfway, I think. Most definitely past halfway. It has to be past halfway. I don't even know where it's at right now, but it's past halfway, and I'll like it for that. Okay, for now. Let's set that like this. Is that 3? Yes. Needs something else in it. A little more flavor, if you will. Let me just adjust my seating. Let me give this a good looking at. What would not take too much out of it, but bring a little more life to it? That is what I'm trying to figure out. Huh. Maybe. Maybe not. But maybe. It's not used very much higher up. Ah. Why am I being so sloppy today? Is my... Stop it! Okay. Yeah, that's a decent start. I like that. It's nothing too crazy drastic. Let me think. 8 and 8. Okay. Good. Good. A little more like this. One, two, three. Oops. Crap. Now I guess stop around there. Aha. So, I've added this in. I put in Ianite right here. It's like a pixel art design. Yeah, if you didn't already know, I have some experience in pixel arting like letter stuff. I put it right in front of the scale, like, so if, say, you see the scale from this side, it's perfectly recognizable as a scale. Whereas the other side, it can probably still be recognized as a scale, but not as thoroughly. And you'll also get this sense of what this temple is about. hmm And on top of that, we did a few other things off camera. For starters, we tried to link this up to here and over there, finally. I have a few ideas in mind for that. I've also started some stairs here. Started. I tried to make this stuff a little more random because when I actually like put some of these other ones in, I simply flipped it, like turned it in some ways, and just sort of shoved it there. So I actually made it more random than from one thing to another, so it's not like completely the same no matter which one you're looking at. Like there are some similarities, like if you see this particularly, you will see it like right there. So yeah, it's not flawless, but there is some rough differences. I just don't remember specifically where they were. Wait, here's one. Like, say right here. That's not quite as long, is it? And one's missing here. So yeah, there is some differences. It's not completely flawless, but there are some differences. Like, I just wanted a few. It doesn't need to be, like, every single block or something. Because if it was every single block that being different, it would just be inverted. So that would be mostly pointless, I would think. I roughly tried the same thing over here, only I actually tried to remove most of what was a bar right here. Most of it, anyway. So yeah, it's a little less of a thing. And these are a little more randomized, I believe. I forget how much, though. But yeah, they are all basically different from one another. I did at least try. I think that's the important thing. Yeah, this is really starting to take shape for a front. It says all kinds of things going from one place to another. It's not too boring. There's plenty to look at wherever you're at, which is how I love to build. In fact, if you haven't figured it out yet, just simply looking at the images is not good enough for sure. You need this kind of view of things to actually fully appreciate what it actually is, which is why I love to make this kind of stuff more downloadable. Like this world is not downloadable yet. Like, but all means, this statue build is most certainly downloadable. But I don't have the platform there yet. I'm not so sure I'm gonna include that. Is the thing. Nope. I meant to do. How do I want to go about this? I guess like this. So it at least looks semi-supported. guess it needs probably like one or two more supports or something. How frequent are these? Hmm. Well, at the very least, I should have some supports over here. I mean, it's not exactly a floating bit, or at least it's not supposed to be. Like, you want it to look kind of more attached. Let's see, let's carry that on over here for consistency. Like, they're not exactly even, but I don't really consider them as supposed to be even. This would actually be kind of unnecessary, but let's do that anyway. Like, I plan this to be a wall right here. And you won't really be seeing this much of this pathway through there. So yeah, that's nothing really too special. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 12. Wait, was it gap of 12 or just 12 blocks out? It's a gap. Well, I guess that's kind of debatable how one could say that. I guess from including from here, it's exactly 12 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, at the very least, that's not too floating. Although over here, it'll probably bother a couple people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Let's just go. Do I want a 12 from here? I think so. And I didn't really expect those to meet up in any way. Just have like a similarity feature to them. I almost feel like that looked right. Like that would have added something to the bottom actually. But I don't want to add that in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a detail done right when it comes to bridges. If you're gonna have it have like a platform or something and be the bridge, and like have this railing here. You want the railing to look a little more attached. What you can do to make it seem more attached, more supported to a bridge or a pathway, is you can add this stuff to the bottom and it'll just like look like it's like extending out to the sides, and it's just like more connected and more sturdier. Dramatic sound. Anyway, so I think that's a pretty nice little touch. Okay, let's do this. What the? Dang it. There's that again. Basically up to my face. Work this side up to that point. And likewise to over here. Let's try not to change my elevation. If you want to make sure a specific elevation is in any way important all around, you need to make sure it's not at all altered. Oh. One of the easiest ways to make sure an elevation is not altered is to use yourself as the marker of the elevation. If you like just leave spacebar alone and don't go up and down somehow, you'll basically be the same elevation as you need to be. Yeah, it's looking like a good spot. I just need to carry that out thoroughly, he says as he places all kinds of awkward placed blocks. I'm doing this kind of like slowly. Like slow but surely. And I'm not talking Shirley Temple. want to make sure this takes the right kind of pace it needs to be done. So that's up to my face, that's up to my face. That's the important part. As long as it's up to my face. Up to my face and personal. Then I can take it seriously as a stare. I can recognize it as its own. Well, it's a stare. What else do you want it to be? It's a stare. It's not a stare down, it's simply a stare. It need not be more complicated than it already is. It's a stare. It takes you places. Okay, how high do I want to take this thing to? Is there any crazy stair design I want? I want to just like stop, platform, and do some crazy curve thing or something. Maybe curve, wait, this way? Once it gets to the platform bit. I'm not entirely sure. But in whichever case, I think this is a good place to stop. That's certainly a lot of thinking about, especially for me with some stuff that's been going on IRL. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any crazy stair ideas you want to mention, feel free to talk about it in the comments below. Yeah. Bye bye.